Now let's say I wanted to go ahead and just start this entire process. So I just go ahead and hit the play from beginning button and watch it go to work. Alright, so you saw it actually go through the entire process here, and it just followed the instructions I gave it. Now what if I wanted to save this? I can just hit a save button, and I can save this W macro, and I can call it whatever, test and .w macro. So I might just go ahead and put it in for the heck of it. Don't need to, but I might. And so I save it, and there you go. If I want to create a new macro, I start from scratch. Okay, and then I can open a macro, and it can be test macro, and I open it, and there it is, just the way I left it. Now, when you buy the full version of Web Macros, guess what? Right now, this thing has to go through these beginning steps because you're just putting them in one at a time, right? Well, if you buy the full version of Web Macros, it will read from SQL, and it will read row by row. So guess what it's going to do? All of this gets replaced with the entries that were in here. That first step is going to be go directly to the reply link. Okay, reply link number 1. So you see, the first step will be literally go here. You know, and just for the sake of making it kind of interesting, let me go ahead and copy one of these. And in my Web Macros, it'd be like that. It would be go. By the way, you can hand type. So I can just put go, and then I can put the link. Alright, and then there we go. It'll go literally through the steps. Wanna see? Watch. First let me save it. Okay, or I could save it as something else, you know, instead. I could file save as and save it as test2. But anyway, watch this now. It did it. So now you get the idea. What it's going to do is loop. It's going to say go to the first entry in SQL and then go through this set of steps, and then return and go to the next entry in SQL and go through this set of steps, return, go to the next entry, go through this set of steps, and it'll do it automatically about 1 every 2 seconds as soon as it revs up after the first, you know, few in a row. Now finally, it's got the macro that we have for this has a built-in function that resets the IP address. Matter of fact, I can even show you. So it's actually got a couple of integer loops in here, and one of them is going to say every 5th time, then here it is, execute a command called iprefresh.bat, and that's a batch file that says refresh the IP address. And where is it? It's inside the packages, right? It's what you get. And so literally that's this. That's the iprefresh.bat. I right click and open it. Then that's literally the set of instructions. It literally resets your IP address, flushes your DNS, you know, releases, and then renews your IP address, everything else. So it will reset your IP address, and it will actually wait for the thing to complete. And so it will go through and do this, and it will not get hung up by the image verification system. And what that means is it will just keep sending away. So I ask you again, what are you doing today? You know, if you are going bowling, go bowling. But have this darn thing running behind you. It will just take a few hours to get through all of this. By the time you come home from bowling, you may have made some sales. Now, that leads me to people are asking, okay, you know, if I want to do this because I see the point and I see how and it makes sense to me, I can use this, then people are saying, what does it take? Well, the answer to that is going to be that if you go to Strong Tools and you go to install Web Scraper Plus and get the Website Marketing Solutions packages, right now I've got a deal where if you get Web Scraper Plus and Web Macros and you bought them, and it's $1,000, yes it is, but if you bought them you get all 6 packages, okay, that we have running right now, where the BP package, the one I just showed you, is this one here. However, I've had guys say, okay, I don't have $1,000 that I can pull that off with right now. What about guys in my boat? And I'll tell you what, because I had somebody ask and I sat down and I figured this out. I will give you the Backpage package and the YouTube package, which is more for fun than anything else. It's very, very neat. It allows you to absolutely gather up all this tremendous amount of information from YouTube in a quick hurry. You can figure out all kinds of things. You know, how many people actually do advertise for the stuff you advertise for on YouTube. You'll find out real fast that it's, 12 other people who have between them 800 videos, that kind of thing. And for all I know, you could contact them and say, hey, I'll show my people your videos if you show your people mine, whatever. Who knows? But I'll give you that package and the Backpage package if you purchase Web Macros, which through me is $250, and that's the one that'll read from SQL, that can go through all that stuff. Okay, so you'll own it. You'll own Web Macros. Okay, the full version of Web Macros. So if you buy that for $250 through me, then I'll give you those two packages, and all you need left over is the 21-day trial of WebScraper Plus, which is normally $750. Okay, but you can run it on a 21-day trial. Now here's my point. If you own Web Macros and you have the Backpage package and you have the trial of WebScraper Plus installed, then I can give you that package and you can run the whole thing for 21 days. Now, again, you can go bowling, you can go to work, you can go to sleep, you can go play. All the time that you have to take to come up with something is just whatever you want to type into that comment box and whatever link you want it to point to, whatever email address you want it to seem to come from. And you can go ahead and run that thing, test your messages, figure out whether you're converting on them, figure out whether you need to polish them, try different sections, do whatever you want to do there. And so there's no way you don't have enough time to be able to take care of business so that you can buy the rest. Now I got a phone call coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that, and I'm through with the video. Hope you enjoyed it.